One day you're a big star and then you're not. That's how Charles Bronson put it when his career was kind of sliding in the late 70s. It wasn't over, but it was sliding. I did a short video a little while ago about some of the less than well-received Charles Bronson movies of the late 70s. Little background. What had happened was Death Wish was a huge box office success, established Bronson as a major player. Now you have to understand, his previous films, Bronson was well established as a character actor, a supporting actor, was doing pretty good. Did a lot of movies like The Dirty Dozen. Collected a nice check for those type of roles, but he wanted to be a lead star. As a lead actor, Bronson's movies did extremely well in Europe. Not necessarily all that great in the United States. You might have seen films that did around the $4 million, $2 million, $6 million gross in the U.S. But when you added up the box office worldwide, you'd have 22, 25, $30 million grosses. But the U.S. market was limited. But you kind of knew what you were going to get if you produced a Bronson movie. So they were kind of like less risky, which Bronson leveraged. He could make some big bucks for essentially somebody who was doing drive-in and 1 week, 2 week releases in the major theaters and then to the second run theaters. But after Death Wish, that changed. He had a huge hit with not only Death Wish, but Hard Times, and then Breakout and Breakheart Pass, I believe, did pretty good. Unfortunately, things kind of went off the rails really quickly. Like St. Ives did not do well, I think because people expected an action movie. They didn't get one. They got something a little slower. From Noon Till 3, didn't do that well. The White Buffalo was a really cool movie. Well, it was cool if you're a Bronson fan, because to see him playing Wild Bill Hickok and in such a mysterious, like supernatural Western, it was like a cool movie. But truth be told, it was a very troubled production, a lot of editing afterwards. Like the entire White Buffalo, the mechanical buffalo, was edited in post-production after the film was made, long after the script was written. I guess they were trying to cash in on Orca and King Kong. It didn't work, and the movie kind of underperformed. Afterwards, Bronson had a series of duds that kind of hurt him. It seemed that his age, and there was a perception of typecasting that hurt him. Telefon and I thought it was a cool idea for a movie. I just don't think audiences wanted to see a hero that was essentially a Soviet spy. And Bronson wasn't necessarily, it wasn't a bad movie, but I just don't see him in that role. Telefon popped up on cable TV back in the 80s. I saw it then, and I really dug it. Two other movies that I really liked that did not do well. Borderline I thought was a great film. I saw that many years ago. I still remember it. I saw it as a kid. It was on UHF. I thought it was a really compelling little potboiler and definitely cool stuff. Another film that I really enjoyed was Death Hunt with Lee Marvin. I liked it a lot. I saw it on the network television premiere 40 years ago or whatnot. That movie didn't do great at the box office either, sadly. I haven't seen it. Some critics' reviews, modern critical reviews, aren't very positive of it, but fans dig it. And that's the thing. Bronson fans who are into Bronson will dig The White Buffalo. They'll dig Telefon. They'll dig Death Hunt. They'll certainly dig Borderline. That's a great film. But for mainstream releases and bigger budgeted films, it wasn't working. Like if you spent $10 million on a Bronson movie and big marketing campaign in say 78 or 1980, it wasn't going to work. And it kind of looked like Bronson's career was over. And while that wasn't the case, he moved with Death Wish 2 to Cannon and follow up with 10 to Midnight. Had a solid career with Cannon, and when that went under, he moved on to Television Movies of the Week, which did really well, like Family of Cops. So he ended his career on a high note, actually. But that late 70s output, there was some good movies there. I think they deserve a second look, and hopefully we'll get really cool Blu-ray restorations with commentaries and the attention that they deserve. And Bronson's getting a lot of attention more these days. His cult is well deserved, and I think it will continue for a long, long time.